Hey everyone, don't get anxious, get prepared. Your career engineer right here. Today we have a really cool show for you today. We're talking about for those of you who quit already. Y'all know who y'all are. You already did. Like you couldn't take it anymore. You out of here. You left without a plan. I'm talking to you. So this is our part two of a three-part series. So y'all know how we roll, right? Get that pen and paper from our low tech people. High tech folks use your little toys. We're going to have some conversations about what to do if you already left the building but didn't quite have a plan. So we will be right back. Hey, thanks for coming back and listen. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Subscribe to the channel. Hear that you're enjoying this from other platform. And also make sure you check us out, info@tcenow.com. That's the email to send me a question or a comment of what I say today or anything that you might want me to talk about, because I can talk about anything in the career space. tcenow.com is where you find us. Hey, we've got some really good news too. And I hope that I'm looking at some of the stuff here. It seems like the internet seems really crazy. Hopefully this will look good. If it doesn't, I'm going to do this again. But yeah, today we're talking about if you quit already, right? If you quit already. But listen, we're going to give some things for you to do. But before I even jump to that, let me let some of y'all know, bam! If you quit already, make sure you come to the TCE Pop-Up Summit with a twist. Our theme is over and next. Yeah, you can get your ticket there, right? If I can remove the banner, right? If I remove the banner, check it out. Boom. TCEsummit.com is how you. Hey, who's in charge here today? Something's going on. Who's the person in charge? Will be handling all this stuff. Oh, it's me today, so I'm doing it solo. But listen, don't get anxious. Get prepared. I'm glad you're here. Let's talk about what we're talking about today. What if you quit already? Like you just couldn't take it anymore, and it happens. It happens. We had an incredible jobs report that came out the 1st of August at the time of this show. Remember, the jobs report comes out every first Friday in case you want to know, bls.gov or dol.gov. Look at it and get the facts yourself. But the report was pretty cool, but we still have, quit rates pretty high. Job openings have reduced a bit, though. So there may be something going on. But if you quit already, some of us, we just couldn't take it, right? It was impulsive. You came in today, somebody says something the wrong way. Maybe it was stuff you were carrying from last week or last month. And today was like one of those hashtags, not today days, and you did it. So what do you do? Here's what you got to do. I'm going to just keep it real. This is my NTMT plan, right? What you got to have an in the meantime plan. I get it. You left. Okay. You'll get you'll get your last week's pays or whatever you got coming to you, your vacation or sick time if you have that kind of deal. But what are you going to do now, right? What are you going to do now? Particularly if you have no job lined up. Because some of y'all like walked off and like kept walking. However, a month later, the things you pay for start to show up. So my in the meantime plan means like you need like something we call it. I often say this word a lot, but I'll say like quick, fast, and in a hurry, like something for the meantime. It means not you're not going to live there. You're not going to retire there. It's this thing for the meantime because car note due or rent due or food is due, right? So you have to have it in the meantime thing. So get that. I mean, for real, some of you now listen, today's world is so different than 20 years ago or 10 years ago or 5 years ago. You can Uber yourself an in the meantime gig. You can Instacart yourself an in the meantime gig. You can Fiverr yourself an in the meantime gig or Upwork yourself an in the meantime gig. So there are some real opportunities versus you going down to the retail store and getting a part-time gig, which is nothing wrong with that. But if you've got some of the skills that's in demand, you can freelance your way for that, particularly if no job is lined up, which I'm just gonna say it. You got it. Don't quit before having something lined up. I know that's a dinosaur old school move, but it gives you some peace of mind. I mean, unless y'all like this stress, right? So listen, strategically rethink your next steps for immediate sustainability, immediate, because you got to eat. And if you're living with someone, right? I mean, you come home and say, by the way, that income I was bringing in just left and I don't have nothing to replace it. You're going to get a few looks I mean, they'll support you for a little bit. I'm real talk here for a bit, but they're going to expect you to find some revenue generating activities, right? So, like I said, 10.7 million job openings, lowest unemployment rate in history. I mean, history. If we ever got below 5%, everyone was doing good. We're at 3.5. So you have the opportunities of a lifetime to get a in the meantime gig since you walked out because you couldn't take it anymore. And we get it. So here are some of the things, like we said, those gigs, Uber, Upwork, staffing companies, they have opportunities because companies are having a hard time filling vacancies for a number of reasons. So if you're not ready to commit to one long thing, register depending on the skills that you have with staffing companies that maybe that's their niche or an area of specialization. There's tons of them. There's stuff for office work, IT work, industrial work. There's lots of them. So you can do that and find out. And like I said, they love you. Your family going to support you for a bit. But don't think a year from day, that same, they're going to, I'm just keeping real. Okay, my household, okay, I understand. You had to leave. You're stressed. Maybe they were not great people. What you going to do next? Yeah, that's my household. I know that's not your household. Well, that would be my house. Can you imagine not working, living in the Korean engineer household? It don't work like that. But anyway, freelance, solo, family support, that's important. But here's something for those of you who you couldn't take it. I mean, maybe you did the best you can. It's a toxic environment. These folks are out of control, right? So you left. It's very important for you that while you're kind of free and clear right now, recognize the why. What really was it about that particular situation, the environment, the management style, the job title, the duties what's your why of leaving? Not that, oh, well, they call me a name, I'm out of here. Come on, let's deep dive because you're going to go somewhere. 10.3 million jobs, or 10.7 million jobs open. What is it that you don't want to work in? What is the environment? I mean, what is it? You need to know your why so that when you go to someplace else for that revenue generating activity, it at least meets your why. It lines up with your purposes, your goals, and the things If you don't know your why, and please don't, I quit because they ain't paid me enough money. Well, that's easy. You can go find someone else that pays you money. But a lot of times it's something else. If we really get real and honest with ourselves, there was something else. I joke all the time. I am very much a night owl. I try to convert to daytime, and I can do 9 to 5. Don't get it twisted. I can show up, but really, I get my energy sometimes after 10 o'clock at night. I don't know what that's about. So if I had to work a job, I had to be there 5 o'clock in the morning. It could be the best manager. I just would not be successful. I already know it. I'm going to be. I am not a morning person. Not that kind of morning person, right? So why would I go work for somewhere that I know that's my why does not fit that? After 9, I'm better, right? So that type of thing. You want to know that. Another thing, you get, again, what you want and what you don't want. Since you left, and maybe maybe you did the best you could. You stayed as long as you could until your health is affected, because this happens to folks sometimes. All the many reasons of staying can also be unhealthy depending on their situation. But you got to know what you want and you don't want. So in this time of freedom, do that self-inventory, making a self-assessment. Who are you? What do you bring? What do you want? What don't you want? So that as you're getting ready to move to other opportunities, you'll have identified the right type of environment for you, the right type of management style for you. Maybe visuals. Maybe you're someone like, I love the color blue. If there was a place that had nothing but red, I don't know. I have this thing about blue, right? So I can imagine I go, ooh, they got blue, it does a whole thing. So, well, only you know this, but take the time to find that out. Next step, for those of you who left quick, fast, in a hurry, or I just had to get out of there because they were about losing my mind. Now you have to make a plan. And the plan isn't anywhere and everywhere. It's not a plan. Make a strategic, intentional job search plan. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to contribute? Get some names of companies. Get some names of, what you like to do. If you're into customer care, if you're into logistics, if you're into arts, if you're into, gosh, I want my rocket science. So what industries, what companies, what organizations, what people are in those spaces? How am I closely connected to them? Are they folks I can reach out to online? Are there folks in my offline network that have access and opportunity to these concepts, places, spaces, and things. That's the job search plan. And then you find 30 of them, 50 of them, 60 of them, and you start finding a way to go forward to it. Focus on your why, your do's, and your don'ts. That your job search plan really should deal with that. Please stop applying to places that you don't like or that you know. I mean, now again, the in the meantime plan, that's the short, quick, fast, and hurry. I get you. But as you're thinking it through for beyond today, right? Where I want to contribute, I want to have some stability. I mean, stability is not a bad word, y'all. It's a good word, right? So your why, your do's, and your don'ts really matter in your job search. The things you love to do, the places you love to go, your dream job, go for it. The things you don't like to do, stop doing, because you don't have to do them. And I say this now because of the market you're in right now. We're in such a unique market right now. Talent has some choices. If it flips the other way, your choices may be different. So you are in a candidate-driven market. Your do's and don'ts have some power right now. So make sure you use it. But again, I can't say it enough. You still, even though you have your dreams and your referrals and your dream recommendations and things of that nature, again, your performance, your accomplishment, your leadership, that's going to help you get there. So where you contribute, are you a rock star in those places and spaces that you serve? Right? I mean, what accomplishments have you done? Okay, maybe you sheltered in place and you took it as long as you can, but did you have any accomplishments there? Or even other places? How about leadership? I mean, employers want leaders, guys. We're not saying you got to run a country. We're saying like you step up for the task. You show up and step up for the task. You initiate, fall through, and get it done. You lead versus follow. If you have those traits, you're ahead of the game. So what's my push up for you today? Never quit without a plan. I know you did. And I love you. I do. TCE love all up in here. But next time, if it's that bad, start looking before. I mean, you'll be in a better position when you say yes before you say no. I'm just saying. So next time, never quit without a plan. Never. In case you didn't understand that, that's never. Never quit without a plan. Maybe some of you quit because you're going to go back to school, do the certification. Well, that's your plan. Maybe some of you, had to leave the job because you're going to take care of yourself or others, and you have sustainability packed in there to do that. That's your plan. You're going to come back in 6 months. You'll come back next year. That might be a plan, but never quit without a plan. Yeah. That's the next time. So anyway, thank you guys for watching live. Remember, if you have a question or a comment, you can reach out to us again, tcenow.com, anywhere, everywhere. And don't forget, our TCE Summit is happening in the year 22, November 4th. We're so excited about that. Make sure you are a part of it. I want to thank you all for tuning in and catching us live and later. I look forward to your questions. Remember, hit me up, info@tcenow.com, info@tcenow.com. Have a great week. And remember, don't get anxious. Always get prepared.